When we think of soldiers in World War II, images of muddy trenches, snow-covered forests, and, frostbitten toes often come to mind. Historians have long documented supply shortages and the struggles of armies in extreme climates, yet hidden in the archives is a remarkable story of ingenuity. A field heater so effective it was whispered about but rarely recorded officially, so much so that some contemporaries insisted it never existed. Unlike modern camping heaters, it required no gas, no electricity, and could be constructed with minimal materials found in the field. Today, we'll uncover the method, explain how it worked, and show how modern survivalists and bushcrafters can recreate the same principle to stay warm in emergencies or off-grid conditions. The principle of the World War II field heater relied on controlled combustion in compact spaces. Soldiers across the eastern and western fronts needed warmth during brutal winters. Traditional fires were often too large, conspicuous, or, frankly, logistically impractical in trenches and dugouts. The field heater used a small, contained combustion chamber that maximized heat output while minimizing fuel. The design was simple. A metal or wooden box lined with heat-resistant material with a small opening to insert fuel and a vent for airflow. By controlling the intake and exhaust, soldiers achieved steady heat without smoke filling the space. This wasn't a gadget sold to the public, it was practical engineering derived from necessity. Today, bushcrafters can replicate this by using a sturdy tin, small metal container, or even thick clay as a chamber. The key is control. Too much airflow and fuel burns too fast. Too little, and it smoulders without producing usable heat. Fuel efficiency made this heater revolutionary for soldiers on the move. Soldiers often had only scraps of wood, coal dust, or even, cardboard at their disposal. The heater's design allowed these minimal resources to produce maximum warmth. The chamber's insulation retained heat and radiated it slowly, making it effective for hours with just a few handfuls of fuel. In practice, this meant that a soldier could survive a night in freezing conditions with almost no supplies. Modern survivalists can apply the same principle. Using small, dense fuel, charcoal, compressed sawdust, or dry pine knots, inside a compact insulated chamber produces long-lasting heat without waste. Layering materials for insulation, such as stones or clay, around the chamber further improves efficiency. Portability was built into the original design, making it usable on the march. It could be disassembled into parts, carried over the shoulder, or transported in a pack. This mobility was crucial for soldiers moving between camps, reconnaissance posts, or temporary shelters. Applying this today, bushcrafters can construct heaters from lightweight metals, nesting containers, or even repurposed tins designed to break down into manageable components. Portability allows the same heater to be deployed in tents, lean-tos, or improvised shelters, providing reliable warmth without sacrificing mobility. Ventilation and safety were critical lessons from World War II field manuals. Soldiers learned that improper ventilation could lead to smoke inhalation, carbon monoxide buildup, or uncontrolled fires. Manuals emphasized small adjustable vents and the placement of the heater near but not against flammable materials. This lesson is directly applicable today. Even a DIY heater can be safe if used in a semi-open shelter with vents for airflow and a clear perimeter. Never place it directly on flammable surfaces. Simple modifications, such as adding a small metal grate or heat-resistant stones around the chamber replicate the safety measures soldiers used. The heater also doubled as a cooking or warming station in emergencies. Many wartime accounts reveal that the same device heated meals, boiled water, or kept small medical supplies from freezing. The top of the chamber could support a tin of food or a pot of water, making it multifunctional. For modern practice, this principle of dual use is invaluable. A small field heater can warm a tent while also cooking a simple meal or heating water for hygiene purposes. Selecting containers that withstand heat and designing the chamber to radiate warmth evenly ensures maximum utility from minimal resources. Why this World War II field heater remains relevant to modern survivalists. Technology has advanced, but the principles of efficient controlled heat, portability and multifunction use are timeless. Modern camping stoves and heaters rely on commercial fuel, batteries or pressurized containers, which can fail or be unavailable in emergencies. The World War II field heater teaches resourcefulness, using what is at hand, engineering airflow, and maximizing every bit of fuel. For anyone preparing for off-grid living, emergency preparedness, or extended bushcraft trips, this method is a blueprint for sustainable warmth. Recreating the heater today requires only a metal container or sturdy tin, insulation materials like clay or stones, small, dense fuel, and careful attention to airflow. With these elements, you can produce hours of heat without modern conveniences. The principle is simple but powerful. Controlled combustion, insulation, and portability combined make a survival solution that has endured decades of obscurity. If you found this historical survival method valuable and want more forgotten wartime ingenuity brought to life, make sure to subscribe to Backyard Wisdom and share this video with someone who appreciates practical field-tested knowledge. These skills aren't relics. They are proven strategies for warmth, safety and self-reliance in any situation.